Hello students, I wanted to make a quick video to just help you understand how you turn your work in on OneNote. The reason I use OneNote is because it's one space. You'll have a place to put everything all semester since we're doing our remote classes. So really this is all you do. Check the email. When I shared the OneNote notebook for you, it'll come to your student official email address. And you should see it when you open your email that came from me. It'll say Brad Sullivan shared a folder with you. Okay, and it'll look like this. And I had a little message, about what you're using this for. And then you just open it. Okay, now what it'll do is this will take you to OneNote Online. So you really shouldn't have to download anything. And what will happen is you will see different folders for the notes that I'm going to have you turn in, for the written assignments I have you turn in. And since we're doing the tests at home through WebEx this semester, then your test will be put in the folders. I also have this homework question spot where you could, put files in there or write and just send messages to me if you wanted to do that. A lot of times when students come to my office hours on WebEx, I get their notebook out and then I kind of write on it and share that way. If you do put anything in homework questions, one of the best things you can do is just send me a text message to my cell phone, and then I can get on there and look that up for you and write something on, because I don't really get a message when students submit stuff here. So I'm not going to know. So if you want to do a homework question this way, send me a text. And then discussion, there's a few things that we might put in there. I don't think for this class we'll be doing this very much, though. Kind of depends on which section you're in. So anyway, let me show you how you do this. All right, so let's say you're turning in notes. All right, the first thing that you want to do, and this is real important, you'll see this thing that says Edit Notebook. And if you happen to have the OneNote application, some of you do, some of you don't, then you can open this in OneNote app. But most of you aren't going to need to do that. If you want to, just edit in browser. Okay, so I'm going to go edit in browser. And what will happen is all these toolbars will open up. So let me give you an example. I'm going to put something in 9.2. So I would click on that folder. I would do insert like that. Now what will happen here is these things are blocked out. Go down underneath the date, just somewhere in here. Now everything should work for you. So there's two ways you can do this. So I could insert as an attachment. Okay, now what I would do is I would have to go to my computer and find where I put it. I think I put something on the desktop or wherever you put it. So I'm just going to click on that and insert. Okay, and it'll just take a few seconds for that to insert. And once it's done, then that is officially turned in, and then I will be able to see that. So at a minimum, you want to do that. You could also do this if you wanted to. You could go ahead and open. I really like you all to try to print within OneNote. So if I was to open this file, then you can do this. All right, now, if you wanted to print, just say you're printing like on a printer. Well, what you can do is do your print icon, but do OneNote Desktop. So if you send it to OneNote Desktop, let me show you how this works. It'll take a few seconds to go through and put this, but what it's doing is it's printing out all of the pages of your scan into OneNote. That makes it a little faster for me to grade. So I want as many students possible as you can to try to learn how to get these things printed out. Okay, now if I go back to OneNote, whoops, let's see, let me get back to where I was here. Okay, now what it's doing is it's doing the printout right now. Okay, so it's doing that. So that's one way to do that. All right, it's just put that in and then do the printout. There's another way to do this that to me is even easier. So I'm going to kind of bypass on here and show you. So I'm going to go to the notebook that we did. I'm just going to delete this. If you right click, you can cut that file out if you want to. All right. And let's see, let's put it in a different way. So what I'm going to do is this. You can also do insert file printout. And then again, you can find your file like this. This is what I prefer you do. And what that'll do is it'll print the entire thing out here. That's what I prefer you all do. And the benefit of doing that is now your notes, as soon as this is done, will be printed out. And that's about it. Okay, so let's give that a minute to run through. I have several things going on my computer at the same time right now, so it's a little slow. But typically, depending on your browser and computer speed, it won't take very long to do that. Okay, so there we go. There it is. Everything's there, and I will now be able to see that and just scroll through it, make sure you completed everything, and then I will be writing on the screen as well. Okay. There's other things you can typically do. There's this draw thing with your mouse. You know, there's other tools that you should be able to work with here. There's like a pen. You know, you can draw, you can write with your mouse and things like that. Those of you that have an iPad or an Apple Pencil or something, let me show you how you could do this then. So let's say that for my class, you wanted to write your notes within OneNote. Okay, so let's go like to 9.3. Let me show you what you can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the notes. And again, I just get your mouse down underneath that date. Then I need to get out of the draw thing and just kind of get back here. I say just get under there somewhere. And then insert, and then I'm going to find the file, and I'm going to insert a file printout this time. And let's see, let's just do the same thing. Let's just do, hold on, that one's a scan, so let's not do that. Let's do this. So let's insert a file printout, and then I'll just go to where on my computer 9.3 is. Okay, you'd have to find where that is in your computer. You can put stuff on the desktop if you want. So here is 9.3. This is where it is. I've got the PDF. Okay, and I'm going to insert the printout like this. And I would only recommend doing this if I had like a some sort of a pen, like an Apple Pencil, something like that. But then what you should be able to do here is you should be able to just write on here. If you had an Apple Pencil, you could write on it. This draw feature is not very good. I mean, it's just, to me, it's just way too tedious to do your notes with your mouse. I guess theoretically you could, but I think you probably would do best if you just printed out, scanned, and put the printout of the document in there. Or you could go through and put the blank file in, and then if you have an Apple Pencil, some kind of a stylus where you can write on your screen, you could do it that way. It's actually a little easier if you do that. So if you do have an Apple Pencil, iPad, Surface Pro, anything you can write with, you might want to try it that way, and that'll save you from ever having to print anything out, say. Okay? And hopefully that'll help. And basically that's all you do. You know, you go, if you're going to turn a written assignment in, just go to where you are, insert. Remember, the key thing that you have to do is you need to be somewhere underneath that, and then when you insert, these things will allow you to do that. And there's all kinds of things you can try if you want. You can put pictures in, you can record audio, and there's all kinds of things you can do. So it's a great tool. It's a little bit more advanced than just turning stuff into D2L, and I can grade things and give you feedback in lots of different ways that I can't do on D2L. Okay, so I hope this helps you. Let me know if you have any questions, but it should work well for everybody, because all it does is takes you to a online OneNote, so you really shouldn't have to download anything. Okay, hope that helps.